And now I am audible, and we're gonna immediately go over to this scene so people can hear Ravenny as well. Hello, everyone. We are back with more Ace Attorney. I don't know what to say. It's just we have been doing this for a month now. We are still going at it. It's still a great time. Still enjoy it. I still do not have an intro. So, yeah. And we have Ian on Crab here with Ian with the Edgeworth now.
Yep, hello.
And Crab is a crab as always. Resizing.
Crab noises.
Crab noises.
Crab
What the
noises,
hell
yeah.
what noise does crab make? Autistic screeching, I assume.
Maybe.
Based on me, at least.
I know. I'm sure you can do better than that. I have your full attention today. Did Faye go to sleep? That's the only reason that's the only good reason for it, at least. Because otherwise she should have your full attention. Also, thank you for the alert, Clever. Fair enough. So we are just coming hot off court. Thank you for the head pads here. We're just coming hot off court once again. I believe we talked through everything with her. Yeah, we did. So it's just immediately into retention center and put me to work again. If she's here. Yes.
Oh, yep, she is. That's a start. Lana.
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence, I didn't think you were type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
Well, Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason they transferred to the prosecutor's office. Oh, that's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs? Lana can trouble you any day? I can see it, yeah. I can see it. I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Right. Fair enough. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to one 2 years earlier. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it?
None of these are.
Yeah. I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At the trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all the drama aside, the
I
fact
love how
that
Phoenix just skips over that. It's like, alright, well.
Sold my soul.
he's like, no, this is too overly dramatic. I've had enough of the silly stuff. Let's just move on.
It's like, anyway, like, give me the info.
At 5:15, there was no murder in the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me. Oh, I went off the hill with the red accent there. I don't think any of us. I don't think I've ever seen Lana so faced before. It's true. I was a member of a police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing. Oh, I love that art.
That's a cool art.
They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant. He was a police deputy chief. He was a deputy chief of the police back then, but he still worked on the crime scenes. Damon Gant was everything I inspired.
Yeah, were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
That's probably not a good sign. Emma really idolizes her big sister.
That's concerning, yeah.
But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was...
To gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged for my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was second in command at the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command? That means my investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. We even have the same office. We led a team of the best detectives in the force. Detective Goodman.
These the best detectives.
It's not very inspiring, I know. Detective Goodman, whose case was Jake Marshall and Angel Star. It was the first time Marshall had worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was a serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down and fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana. It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. Well, that looks like a fun time. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies in the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall had struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Well, let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. What a coincidence, hmm? I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. To be fair, Phoenix, you weren't involved.
But the case was off 2 years ago.
At least one person went to the extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Guess his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
I wonder why. I guess he wasn't convinced of the ruling against Joe Dark.
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Oh, yes, in the office that Damon Grant and I shared. The office that Mr. Grant now occupies by himself. The chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office. the site of the final SL9 murder. Oh, I don't think we have
You're
much
gonna
more
let
to
him
talk
get
about.
over there?
Oh, we're going to find out. February 24th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. You don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things seem kind of quiet around here today.
You're right. The Chief of Detectives seems the same though.
Why don't we go look up for some other people to talk to?
Right. You can come back here later. Oh, well, I guess,
Oh,
February
is it
24th,
through here,
42.
maybe?
Well,
Oh.
howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up in the morning. Kesera. You never know where life's gonna will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck would run up against old Billy Dried Up this morning.
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus. Say, where you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why the prospectors head west. If there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean by fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with a broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But the initial autopsy report, question was raised.
Question?
Blade of a knife was not a perfect match for the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there was a good chance that the knife was not a murder weapon. However, when the report was finally submitted, the possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on us all.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just had made detective when I went down. Our first case together.
How old was he, your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor on the very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors?
That damn thing again.
I knew it. What are you looking back at me like that for? It's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day that the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the same day of the evidence transfer. Interesting.
Bruh.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently somebody tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered. The evidence locker was empty. There's something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired and was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. Now we were careful enough not to be too obvious. They?
What are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Sky. The investigation lead Damon Gant and the second in command Lana Sky.
1 second.
There wasn't a person of the force who hadn't heard of the duo. The case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that. That was a Phoenix line before. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone knew her said so.
Remember.
Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that she mentions it, Emma said something like that too. Have you ever had bad tricks?
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Hannah's secret. It started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. Thank you, Trix. It took me some time to find it, but now it actually just kind of rolls off the tongue pretty easily. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
There was one thing for sure I found in the court today. That boy Edgeworth ain't my enemy. He was one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. Channeling the inner Yeehaw. Yep. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Yes, Bambina.
Aww.
And so he rode into the sunset.
Yeah, pretty much.
And took our music with us.
With his car.
With his car, yeah. And that's the last Yeehaw you will hear from me. In the loving memory of Marshall. Yeehaw. Sorry, that was not very felt. Yeehaw!
There you go.
Place is always pretty empty, but today is deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, we're all in the conference room. Thanks. Well, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what you did and the decision about what to do. Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. With a banging yeehaw. Yeah, exactly. I think festive's the word usually used for those.
Sir, I'd like to have a look around the Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and check the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there?
This man doesn't care. He's just like, yeah, strangers, you can just go in. No issue.
I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Don't out us, Emma. Maybe he only lets us because he thinks we're officers. I mean, you look like you're in uniform. At least by the standards of this office.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right. Can't go in there, it's off limits.
Fuck's sake.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Well, we're going anyway.
Who cares? Oh my god.
Yep.
The giant organ.
Jesus.
Yep.
Man, is something. February 24
We'll
police
never
department.
forget this room.
Oh yeah, that was the theme.
Office, by the way.
Holy fuck, it's bigger than Mr. Blues was in the first case. Oh, where am I?
God, yeah. In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
You have a pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. Huh?
Hmm? Really?
Organ lessons in kindergarten? What in the world?
I just used to sell organs in kindergarten.
I'm not even gonna touch it.
Everyone's just rich.
They used to call me Little Miss Back.
Fuck.
Back, okay. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. Girl, don't fucking play it. I never could remember where C was.
You are an idiot, Emma. That is the first thing you learn.
My god, he's a whole jump scare.
Yep.
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant. Put up a paper he put that paper he was reading on his desk.
So, Raito, have you been swimming lately?
No, I haven't. I've been kinda busy lately.
I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statements.
Provocative statement? Oh, you mean with forced evidence?
2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? It's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Gant is literally doing the... like... this face.
Oh yeah.
That is just what he's doing. The eyes are even drawn that way.
That's funny.
We took it to wow, English. How do you pronounce it? Commemorate.
It is
Took it
great to have a...
commemorate our work together.
It is great to have three non-English, three non-first language. Case in point, non-first language English speakers in the call together today. We can all.
You made your argument better than if you had finished the sentence.
Exactly. Non-native. Yeah, there we go. There you go, and that's why Trix is with native English. Oh my god. Something's not right with this picture. Can't quite seem to put my finger on it though.
See multiple things.
There's the urn in the background. That was
Oh yeah, the stupid looking face.
that we found in the evidence room.
I hate when it does this. It's always him. It like stays on him without any dialogue.
Anyway, I'd like to reminiscence all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. And what would there be left to investigate anyway?
2 years have passed. There's not really anything to find, unless my man hasn't cleaned out behind the organ or something. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
He's scary.
Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend.
That is a
That's fine.
face that will murder. That's the last face you're gonna see before you croak. Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems the case isn't over with yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking in there, or he doesn't want you snooping around in his personal belongings, which is completely fair.
Yeah.
You know,
But she's Oregon again.
You mean like a clue?
there's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office.
Imagine having an organ in your office.
True. February 24th, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. No one's here today, not even Miss Star.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
Got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Is that true here? 24th, High Prosecutor's Office, Hamilton.
Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. No one's around. Holy shit.
Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. Took a real beating in court today.
Yeah, but Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago.
I guess we'll just have to come back later. Okay then.
I still don't see how that relates to Edgeworth.
I don't know you.
Because he presented the evidence that was falsified, even if it was just given to him.
Oh, he was the prosecutor there.
Yes.
Okay.
February 24th, police station, criminal affairs department. Oh, well.
Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm just taking a breather. My feet hurt. What?
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
He is,
Wow.
How did
He
your
got
feet
kicked out
still
of
start hurting?
I feel bad for him. He got kicked out of investigations and now he's just the coffee boy.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the whoop.
Say, how have you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two. What?
That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes. Oh dear lord.
But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was false. Donna Sky is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Yeah, but it's about public perception.
Exactly.
Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Oh, that. As you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, let's recap.
Yep.
It's amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this,
Are there really so many people who hate him?
in our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that,
That's a lie. That's
Hey.
a lie.
Judge has talent.
The judge has so much talent for banging that gavel. That's
He was
about
the best at banging the gavel, that's how he got hired.
that, and his name was Judge.
Oh yeah.
That's the perfect winning combination right there.
My god.
Oh, he's young. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies.
Hey, Dick, keep up with the good work.
Yes, sir.
Let's go out to lunch again sometime. My treat.
Yes, sir.
Gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir.
Seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. And all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
That'll be a first.
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find anything?
The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack,
His final attack? You mean...
when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
Me.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized that Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Oh.
Sure.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
Well, say hello to Faye as well, and enjoy your nap tricks. Sleep well. Businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car, so it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
Why? An animal?
Kill the man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed the lady who saw the second crime. The kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. Then, when he was burying the bodies, Joker came up on the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turns himself in.
What the hell?
The fuck? Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course, this is all conjecture.
It's all conjecture, but he killed 4 people at the crime. Huh?
Well,
How-
that's average for Ace Attorney. That's everything is conjecture.
It was a single shred of evidence.
There's no way there was not a single shred of evidence left behind on a court.
Someone just wrote the fan fiction of the sequence of events.
You couldn't connect that. They really couldn't connect the dots. That every time someone died, it was always someone that was witnessing it or was like nearby. What?
Yeah, there's no way. So he turned himself in.
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It was a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness, aka Emma,
So now, oh right, the murder.
represent the murderer. Yeah. This, so?
Look at this, bitch.
About this,
Hey, is that?
there's a tag attached to it, with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the murder weapon, the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Notice that the case was closed and knife's been locked away in a locker.
When the day Detective Goodman was murdered, the sudden disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edger's car muffler.
That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
What is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it a...
Why is he always breathing so heavily?
My man is just always out of breath. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he put it at, plus it had his fingerprints on it too.
But don't actually witness him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his locker now. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
Wow!
Chew, like,
If you enhance the image a little bit.
You might be able to see that there's a bit broken off at the tip. It's a little bit. It's hard to spot.
yeah, like, really, bitch? You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body.
That is certainly one way to put that, but yeah.
It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet, down to the last fiber.
It's pretty conclusive. Oh, okay.
Provided you can prove he was the one wielding the knife, yeah? Stabbed in the back, Dark will punch on hard and long. A knife tip was in the wound. Broken tip found in the victim's body belonged to the murderer Joe Dark.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Keistered that knife tip? What does that mean? Keistered? I have to look that up. I have never heard that before.
I'm on it.
I can't spell.
That they have a word for that? I didn't even know there's a word for that.
To conceal something in one. Oh my. Okay, yeah, sure.
I didn't even know there's a word for that.
Fair enough.
Oh,
I had no idea that there was a word for that. No. Listen, I just read and then I got to the word and I went, oh, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I can use 18 plus language. Yeah, I believe I have the warning on, so. But therefore I stopped myself anyway. Fair
No,
enough.
is that what is rectum a bad word to say?
No, not really. I was just like, oh yeah, that, and then my brain went stop. Good reaction though. You're welcome. Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
Oh, shut up. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. Chief? The chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
Chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh,
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
do we not still have Goodman's card? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but why was it? Didn't you present it in court already? Why do you still have it if it's functional?
Good
How about
question.
this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Fair enough.
What the fuck? Oh, also, I love how the knife was very conclusive and the knife tip was in the body, even though Jake Marshall was like, that shit was forged.
Also, there's nothing tying, other than the fact that Park owns that knife, there's nothing really tying him, saying that he used it that day. Unless,
Yeah,
at least not that we know of yet. So, in other
Yeah,
words, sorry,
unless Emma, like, testifies that she saw Dark with a knife or whatever.
obviously that's possible, yeah. But wasn't her testimony falsified? She doesn't really remember anything.
Yeah, that's true. She didn't. I think I remember her saying that she couldn't speak out or whatever it was.
Yeah. Oh no, the English lesson, not the English lesson. Thank you for clipping
Oh
that.
no.
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. I'm guessing something related to Edgeworth.
Not the autopsy. Maybe this? A photo?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
I'm thinking of something with Edgeworth because he's really concerned about him.
That could be the case, yeah.
Although, what the fuck?
I'm thinking... Oh,
Edgeworth's...
that's... Sorry. It could also be the jar because it shows in this photo, but that might be like
That
a
is
step too
true.
far.
I'm thinking it might be Edgeworth's knife.
Oh, never mind. Is Crab here?
I am here. About that jar. I think I've seen it before somewhere.
Somewhere.
Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous... What are you talking about?
This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met. That is impressive because we have also met Marshall.
And Angel Star.
Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me.
Chief Camp.
Where could I have seen that before?
Well,
It's like he just told you.
Let me share a little blah blah blah.
that's something I can... No? Okay. But that is something you saw in his... This?
That's it. I was looking at prosecutor's word and this is forgot the other day.
Where you had the water and the detective
I
function?
feel like this might be old dialogue.
Yeah. But for diligence, yeah, it is. It has to be something, some of the newer things, I guess. Don't really know what it is.
We're starting up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Edgeworth's presentation. I think people are accusing him of injustice.
This case has had a couple cases of this where it splits the sentence really weirdly.
Yeah.
I for one ain't buying it, Bell.
You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal what was going on, you know. After all, the serial killer was on to lose.
Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forced evidence in order to prove Joe Dark guilty. Not that one either. Is it like the ID court record?
That's
Think
the
this-
ID card.
Yeah, I think this is old. I never mind, this is new. There's only one number left to investigate at 4:20 p.m. The victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered the evidence room along with someone else. Someone with an executive officer number.
7777777.
That's 1-7 too many, Detective. An executive officer. Just might have a hunch. Yeah. It feels a little frustrating that all of these seem very close to
Yeah.
being it, and then it just isn't.
I mean, do you need anything else in particular from him?
Yeah, we need him to get us into the office.
Can you just walk there?
Don't think so. You can try. Oh, it's not there.
Okay.
So what are we presenting him then?
Steam
Okay.
just flared up.
Back.
Oh,
You
hello.
hear me? Yeah, nice. Alright, so that was fun. I don't know why internet died for a bit there, but it did. You can see just fine in Discord.
Yep, everything is fine now. Stream is back up as well.
Me
Excellent.
just started playing an ad and enabled audio for some reason.
That's weird.
That is weird.
It did split the rod, I can see, because it started a new session. That is unfortunate. That just means more word splicing. I love doing that. Anyway, luckily it wasn't at a very crucial point, so I can just do all of this again. And just splice when it makes sense. What the fuck does he want us to show?
It keeps at the beginning it was pointing out that when we have to show him something like important, like Edgeworth's anything. Like, do we represent his own knife or some shit? I don't know.
Maybe?
It's really gonna give
That's
us some
that's
dialogue.
actually a good call, maybe. No, this is old
Yeah,
dialogue.
yeah.
Going to picture, I don't know.
Can I go spray luminol on not luminol, can I go dust this thing for fingerprints? Because I've been bothered by it all along. Blue Badge is still driving around today.
Oh no, please.
Ding, 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 ding.
Kill me right now.
Say he's just dancing. Speaking of dancing,
So,
probably
where's the badger? After Blue Badger.
right there. And I can't use dusting for fingerprints.
Luminol his face.
Apparently I can do this.
How me use? Me rotate.
Me rotate. No. Apparently I'm not allowed to do it. No. I forgot that I have to click the move option.
Is gumshoe with Elvis Presley haircut back there?
True. What the fuck does he want me to show?
Time to show everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yes.
Also, the report, huh?
Very impressive, detective. You knew what it was right off the bat.
Is that impressive?
Don't think so.
But I am a master of misplacement, you know.
Of course you are.
Master, that has such a cool ring to it.
The way I see it, if things are meant to be lost, then they're meant to be lost. There's a higher power at work here.
Okay, Gumshoe.
Underpants gnomes.
Wow, a higher power.
Maybe I should let Emma hold any evidence. I shouldn't let Emma hold any evidence. Oh,
The screwdriver that was given to him? We still don't know what that is.
oh yeah, we could try that.
What the fuck is this? Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, it's Edgeworth related at least, so it wasn't a bad call. Not a handprint, that's nothing to do. Is it video? No? Handprint? No?
Oh. You know Officer Marshall?
Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me.
Suddenly so many things make sense.
Yeah.
When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus.
Really?
He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles.
Note to self, Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus.
Hard to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him. You volunteering?
You wanna take it?
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, that wasn't it either. Is it this? Showed me? Oh.
No.
I
Do I have to go
mean,
somewhere else? Are we missing something?
it's
Does he
possible.
say does he say anything about the picture?
No, we tried.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I tried. The old dialogue. I mean, that's my best guess now that we have to find something somewhere else. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe Edgeworth is back. We don't have new dialogue, right? No.
hi, lady.
Maybe I can present some of the new stuff to you. Oh,
She
She
said,
doesn't-
I don't want to see nothing.
yeah, she doesn't want to talk to us at all. Underground parking lot. Oh, that's the wrong place. I swear I'm good at games. Oh, February
Oh,
I
24th.
swear this game's navigation just isn't aimless.
High Prosecutor's Office, Room 202. What if Edgeworth is back yet?
There he is. It looks like he's writing something. What are you doing here?
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh?
Huh.
Great small talk there. Very well done.
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do can erase that fact.
I think there's plenty of excuse in that.
Yeah. I don't think the prosecutor is to blame if the police presents him with false evidence.
I
That's
think
all.
he was, like, self-conscious about it.
Yeah, but they are
Obviously,
supposed to act in
it's
good
saying
faith.
it's not rational.
Yeah. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified.
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge.
No, it's not.
That fact remains the same, no matter what excuses I might have. So Edgeworth, I take pride in my work. So tell me why? Why has it all
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
not the same?
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Karaoke stream improv.
I don't remember the next text, and then it's I want it that way.
That way, hit me back.
Tell me why. Sorry, even Edgeworth can't help his kind of emotion bottle up. Or can't keep his kind of emotion bottle up.
Like he likes Phoenix.
No. Just kiss already. Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
finished last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
Aw.
Oh? To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. Mr. Edgeworth, you can just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
Phoenix was saying Edgeworth, but we are 2 worlds apart, can't reach your heart. When you say that... Oh... I did not know that part of the text to the song. Thank you, Lunaris. Also, welcome into the stream. Good to see you.
Hello.
It's only half as long as most lists. That is odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
He's calling up tonight, so you're gonna keep her up this evening? Fair enough. I hope you two have a nice evening together. And I hope she recovers quickly. That picture, something seems strange about it. Could you tell us again what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Sorry?
Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can exactly skip out on the ceremony.
You can, you just send someone in your place to receive it for you.
Most likely Gumshoe.
Yeah, most likely comes you.
I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove her to the police department.
You finished up at the office?
Yes, just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Kent asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, there was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed off a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's a story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to?
That's right.
Very sus indeed. Can I just ask you about this scooter then?
No, right, you can't seriously expect me to just sit down and chat with you about a case over a cup of tea.
But this isn't related to the case, remember? You said so yourself.
So I did. Chief Kent gave you this to you that day, didn't he? He asked you to bring it here from the police department. The chief is a very competent man. But sometimes he does things that don't make any sense. At least, it's better than being incompetent and doing things that don't make sense.
A certain detective comes to mind.
You need to be more specific, sadly.
Yeah. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Kent's office.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall, he had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding is a little different than yours. Yes, you're right.
Oh, the sword is gone. Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago.
Edgeworth, that sounds a lot like the description of this game's core system. Well, if you can't help it, you can't help it. Sometimes you get a little 4-4 breaking. don't think about it too hard.
There's a story behind its design. That story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award is based on. Oh, okay, that's a prompt, I guess.
It's a prompt, yeah.
That award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Oh, sure, everyone knows that. Why don't you tell us? Tell it though, for Emma's sake.
Very well. Phoenix, you could just say you haven't heard it. It's not like the word.
You don't have to seem cool to Edgeworth. He doesn't care. I mean, he tries his best to seem like he cares, but really he just wants to talk to you. He's like that.
Over a dinner.
Preferably over a candlelit dinner, yeah.
Yay. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items.
So what the fuck's happened?
The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Come on!
Come on, man. Those claims contradict each other.
Very perceptive, but then again you've heard the story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Fair enough.
Oh, I see, so the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow, thanks Mr. Edgeworth, I learned something new today.
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
If can't. Oh, updated that.
All roads lead to Gant.
And I'm guessing this is what we have to go show to our friend Gumshoe. Oh, April 24, prosecutor's office on
Oh, please don't be Angel Star. Please don't be Angel Star. Please don't be
Just
Angel Star.
let's just yeah.
Excuse me.
Yep, there it is.
There he is.
Hi, girlie. Would either of you care for a quarter pound or roast beef?
Cough me up that box lunch, you bastard.
Miss Star, I guess she's out of lunches. Speak of a devil and she shall appear.
Oh my god. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you?
BRB.
Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. I did not expect that from the game.
Can someone screenshot this, please? Like, what?
Yep.
Woman.
Give me a second. I'm posting that. Weird analogy, but it checks out. Sure. Let's see where you're going with it.
Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred at the very day of the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence. Fei2 likes this cow tit sucking topic. Yeah, that's where I had heard it before, Trix. I was like,
Back.
wait a minute.
Dear.
Why am I hearing Faye in this game? What is she?
You missed a very interesting line that is on the Pix channel, Stan.
Yep.
What? Or did I arrive to?
Aren't you forgetting something?
I'm sure that's not how milk was discovered.
The
You
hell.
know that.
Oh no, it is Faye! You're right.
Oh my god.
The hell of I. Yep. Fuck. She even serves food too, Trix. It's perfect. This is just Faye. Next she's gonna tell me that a Skiddy and a Wailord can breed.
I'm voicing Faye now. Oh my god.
Yep.
You know that little scene I happened to witness?
The instant Lana was stabbed. The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw.
No wonder you found her hot. I hope she turns out better than Angel. And I hope that Faye doesn't have as many boyfriends as Angel does, because that might be an
Right.
issue.
Yeah, and your Angel has way too many boyfriends.
Yeah.
It's just friends who happen to be boys. Come on.
I mean, she did have a lot of wives before she met you, so maybe that checks out too. A lot of stream wives. Sorry, we are getting way off topic.
You're fine. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago.
About my hatred for Angel Star.
Sure, Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though, must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate.
Did Joe Dark keep you in the dark? I'll allow it. Only barely.
Fuck's
Allow
sake.
it. Her?
Lana Sky. My sister. The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out.
You mean with the forging of evidence?
Don't get me wrong, Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. And proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
He was being used? Thank you for the headbutt tricks.
Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal.
His magnetism?
By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled.
Yeah. This is completely normal behavior for a police officer. Nothing out of shape.
Nothing wrong.
Nothing to see here, officer. Well,
Move along.
incredible evidence, you mean?
Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though.
I take it she's talking about forced evidence.
Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. The star. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she?
Yes, thanks to Chief, Gant's powerful influence.
Oh, she is, really laying it on thick.
Chief. That's right, having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred?
If he could control the chief prosecutor, he can control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same.
If only she was this clear in the trial. Well, during the trial, she had a goal, something she wanted to accomplish.
In the trial, she only wanted to get fucking Lana guilty. Another story, she was out for fucking blood.
Yeah. And now
Didn't
there
do it.
seems to be a little more to it than that. But yeah, it would have been nice if she had been a little more upfront about everything. And also if she hadn't fought Edgeworth the entirety of the time.
I'm thinking the reason she didn't say this right out loud is because if she's aware of Gant's influence and aware of Sky's influence, she probably just didn't want to say everything.
That's
Because she would have gotten fucking voted.
likely true as well, yeah.
It's only logical to conclude. There must have been a reason for her change.
At last. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, mister.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been.
Let him
Oh.
cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Anyway. That seemed wholly useless. Now the question is our friend still here? February 24th, police station, criminal fast button. Oh, never mind, he is.
Oh, you're back.
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
What?
Don't ask.
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that DJ.
Gotta admire persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you into Chief's office, period. It'll be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene of the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Well,
Do you have anything more to talk about? No. Well, I guess we're just presenting our new evidence. Which would be the shield, right?
Hey, that's it. Yada yada yada.
Oh, this is
All
the same.
dialogue, yada yada.
Ah,
hey, this
listen.
design's based on the old Chinese prayer bell, right?
Yeah, everyone knows that. There was this, dragon. Yeah, that's it. A dragon.
The bell
Yeah,
is like
yeah,
a dragon?
Yeah, dragon. Anyone say dragon?
Where? Yeah.
He had a thing for shields, see?
Oh?
That's not exactly the version we heard.
No, but this one sounds more exciting.
Why are you encouraging him? Oh, sorry, I said accidentally skip all of the rest. Just get back to it.
What the fuck else updated? Oh,
Crap.
Hmm?
We didn't read the slide the last time.
Well, but you read them all anyway. It's kind of gory after that. I was very ridiculous.
Okay, fair enough. There wasn't actually much more. I accidentally skipped through the end of it. Why? Maybe he has something for this now? Oh,
Idiot.
two things updated if I recall.
this updated and what was the other thing?
Blue Badger.
No, not the blue badger. Wasn't the knife the screwdriver? Oh. Am I stupid?
Do we have to present something to Star?
Maybe?
Because it was weird that she showed up. Is she still there? Okay, she hasn't left.
Maybe she has something to say about the photo? Oh. No, she's just gonna give us this everything, I think.
She is just giving us the cold shoulder. Woman, give us something to work with here.
You know this, maybe? No?
I
The
guess she
little
wasn't in the
stomp
office.
bit. Sorry?
I guess she wasn't in the office.
Yeah. What if we show it to her? Do you know anything about it? No?
The picture that shows her? Or did we
Maybe.
try that already? I can't remember.
No, she goes fuck off. I don't know.
Yeah, she just goes fuck off and everything. So that's not it either.
Damn it. It has to be fucking Gumshoe then. It even updated the dialogue when we came back in.
Yeah. What do you have to tell me, Gumshoe?
Is it the picture of the trunk?
Trunk?
Because it's like we want to disprove that.
Maybe.
That's the photo that Miss Star took.
Anything you can tell us about it?
Miss Star is quite a lady. I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened.
Are we getting random Angel Star lore?
Apparently.
16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened.
Wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore trench coat in high school too. Oh, okay.
Right, that just
Very
gave us
informative.
comedic relief, basically.
Hmm.
Maybe try just moving. Again.
Maybe we can move around everywhere a bit.
Yeah.
Not outside. It's not the detention center. We've been there a couple times. Ride and Co. It's not the parking lot.
It's,
not
the only thing that's weirding me out is that she's here.
Yeah. I don't really know what.
The King of Prosecutors award because it got updated.
I think we tried that already, right? Yeah.
She's also kind of like Lana now. She's not saying shit.
Her, Lana, and Edgeworth are all. Mom, I think. Can we show him this and get some reaction out of him?
We did it with the screwdriver. That could be okay.
We already talked about this, right?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's what triggered us to talk about this.
What about the jar now?
Maybe. Oh,
Sneak.
what about the autopsy report? No.
I doubt the tape's gonna do anything.
Yeah, it's not the tape, it's not relevant anymore. We could actually just remove it from our inventory, I think. Not the screwdriver.
The ID report?
Maybe.
Like, it
To
shows
ask him
him
about,
and, like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, this is new.
It seems everything in this case is designed to cast doubt on me.
Hey, don't look at me.
Yes, I went into the evidence room on the day of the crime. Chief Count asked me to do something. To take evidence from a case solved 6 months ago back to the prosecutor's office. I have a locker in there as well.
Did you notice anything amiss when we were in the evidence room?
That room's always dark and I was in a hurry. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. That didn't give us much.
I am so confused. A glove?
I looked it up and it's kind of weird if you ever want the lifeline.
Please do give the lifeline, I am kinda out there.
When we first came in, he threw like a paper on the floor.
Oh yeah, I forgot, thank
Oh,
you.
we never fucking...
I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there.
Let's distract him, I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground.
Hold on, first let me see what the squirrel's doing crawling around my feet.
He didn't even look.
What? Letter of... If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation.
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. So Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked, you don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. No one else should forgive me either.
Oh, I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
It's letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
That'll definitely fucking get Gumshoe to fucking
So
speak.
yeah, good. I wonder if I can use my friend's trauma for something.
Gee,
Wonder if I can
he's
get an
serious.
advantage.
What are friends for?
What are friends for if not abusing each other's trauma? He's serious. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now we're done. They say where there's smoke, there's fire. Apparently I was so caught up in the smoke I lost sight of the truth.
That's rough.
The others are right, I have no right to serve as a prosecutor. But Mr. Edgeworth, you're only doing your job. I've always made my own decisions about what I can or cannot do. That hasn't changed. Forgiving myself is something I cannot do.
Oh. I think he's serious.
He's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. Okay, this is the same. Yeah, okay, it's the same.
Yeah. This is just the end of the last one. Okay. So
Gumshoe.
now we have paid for Gumshoe.
Bye,
This
lady.
will make him back. If there's anyone who cared as much about Edgeworth as Phoenix does, it's Gumshoe.
Pretty sure there were theories that Gumshoe or whatever was, you know, was really into Edgeworth, kind of like Phoenix, but it's Edgeworth
Obviously.
doesn't see it or whatever. Which is sad. Due to my recent events, I hereby announce my resignation as a public prosecutor.
He really wrote a resignation letter.
He also crumbled it up.
Yeah.
Wow, even when resigning, Mr. Edgeworth is cool and concise. Still, it wasn't his fault.
Someone has to be held responsible. That's how it is in the grown-up world.
Yeah, but that responsibility means nothing if he just quits.
That is how he gets held responsible, Emma. Oh, not everyone sees it that way.
To truly take responsibility, you should have to work the rest of your life for no pay.
You should be. That's certainly a hot take. If you do something wrong, you should pay for it the rest of your life through slave
You
labor.
should become. You need to become a slave.
Yeah.
Something prison system.
It's getting a little too real. That's one grown-up world there. Alright, Ian. Speaking of paying for it in the rest of my days.
Teehee.
Yeah, teehee, you fucker.
Teehee.
Teehee. Give me a second.
He's gonna throw it back.
Not how push-ups work.
A little stretch.
Exactly how they work.
That's how squats work, though.
Let's see how stomach feels about it today.
Okay, don't overwork yourself.
If you didn't want him to overwork you himself, then you shouldn't have bullied him.
I'm not bullying, it's there, he's comfortable doing it. It's just that he doesn't want to do it for too much because of the stomach.
1, 2, 3, 4,
And forcing him.
5, 6,
You're forcing him.
7.
You're taking advantage of his idiotic behavior of having that option.
Shut the hell up.
Alright, stomach's feeling pretty decent about it.
Okay.
Won't be able to do.
Stan was trying to guilt trip me
Yes.
for making you do push-ups as because I always said don't overwork yourself.
I won't be able to do 40 something again, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, don't worry.
but I can definitely do it like twice more, I think.
No one's.
Say less.
Well, luckily there's a cooldown on it. I won't do it right now.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way. Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious.
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they pushed him this far.
So Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him.
Protective.
That's it. I made up my mind.
But
Here, take my ID card.
We can't do that if someone found out.
I wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as Terminator.
What?
At least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
Alright, detective. Thank you. Swiftly tucked into the pocket, yeah.
Then he goes back to chuckling like a lunatic.
I mean, at this point, it's pretty obvious that Gant did it and tried to frame Edgeworth. Right. Lana probably covered up because she thought it was actually Edgeworth who did it. At least that's my guess.
We shall see.
February 24th, Police Department Chief's Office. Regardless, it's Gant definitely did it. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Everything just adds up to well.
Plot
Your
twist,
post,
it
Mr.
was
Wright.
Meekins all along.
It was Meekins all along.
What was that? Oh, the ID
The-
card. I guess.
yeah. Oh, we're back in here.
We're in.
Hacker voice. We're in.
If anyone finds us now,
Detective Gumshoe's a gunner.
That happens. I'm counting on you to bail me out.
Why are you here? Double twist, it was the blue badge all along. Oh, please let that be true. Can't wait to put that thing behind bars.
I want that to be true and also not true because I don't even want to hear that music again. Oh,
Also, it's absolutely better for him to be here, so at least he didn't let them stick around unsupervised.
That's fair.
He'll still be fucked, but this is better for him.
He's also broad. If someone walks in and tries to fucking fuck with us, like Gumshoe will do something.
He'll
You'll
just
become the
cosplay
door.
as the door.
Yeah.
Gumshoe be the meat shield. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Phoenix, why are you slow?
Why are you sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking, I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too.
If you're here, what's the point of giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID
What?
cards are better
Why?
unusable. Why?
Hey, don't do that to my card.
Well, evidence destroyed successfully.
I'll never get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
All in this together. Sorry. You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Me too, friend. Me too. Well,
Sorry
let's see
to
what they
fuck
have.
up what we're doing.
This is a real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons.
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations.
There's a pipe organ now with armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? We were paying for this? That's it, I'm not paying 1% of my taxes.
Don't worry, you'll get a full refund of all the taxes you paid so far, Emma.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. You don't have any taxes to pay.
Shh! Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak.
Ew.
I don't think you'd fit in there.
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Get it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
We know, at least some of it.
This is safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. Well, fuck.
7-digit number. I think I might just know what it is.
Huh?
No? Oh, actually I have an idea.
Yeah, I'm like, what, you guys? For real?
Look, not all of us have the brain.
How about we try entering my birthday?
Why the fuck your birthday, Gumshoe?
I realized as soon as I clicked off, but I was like, oh,
Yeah, I think I know what it is now too. It took me a bit.
Do you know what it is?
have a
Can
hunch.
you tell what the code is? Try my birth date again. What is
Wow, the effects! I have a bad idea. Here goes nothing.
Production value.
Lucky sevens. There you go. This man needs to update his security. Bingo.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
Stop with the birthdays.
Someone born in the year 777. 77777777. The final ID card number on the record.
What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
What do you mean? 777777. That ID number?
I think you're 1-7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number.
So, anyone care to look inside?
We have to...
This is just criminal at this point.
Yeah.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
We are just graduating to robbery, sure.
I mean, he knows he's getting fired, so he's like, let me grab money and get the fuck out before I get fired. Look, it's
No.
Shard from a broken cut.
Why is that in a
This
safe?
somehow looks familiar. I haven't seen this before.
Duh.
There's something else in here too.
A handprint. What's this? Looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, is... Oh, sorry, that's Emma.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up to decide?
Going to murder you, Gumshoe.
I don't think so.
Well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now.
A piece of cloth with a handle on it. And a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Why does that matter? Great, now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident?
But it's just convincing Gumshoe.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, there's got to be something we can show the detective. Okay, one of them is easy. I'm not sure about the cloth though.
Just put some luminol on the cloth or something, or whatever, the powder.
Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Those were the days.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't the jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't that ring any bells? You know that fragment we just found?
You mean this one that was in the safe?
Yes, that one. That was in the safe.
He got it.
Heavy fitting? Don't you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
That's it.
Yeah, let me see that chart. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
If I can piece this together again. Prove Cheesecam was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Oh wow. What a puzzle. Actually have to rotate this shit. Yeah, I do.
Ooh,
Ooh.
there you go.
Wow.
You have to rotate it, I know.
There, it fits like a charm. That of course means Chief Camp willingly and knowingly hid a piece of evidence in the safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
What?
Hey guys, get a load of this.
What is it?
This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
Huh?
Hmm?
There's a reddish line on it. Oh, there's more. I guess they're just saying there's more red on it than the other
Yeah.
pieces.
God damn it. A reddish line. Well, Trix.
It's your fault for you opening your mouth.
That is true. That is admittedly true. Well, I'll get back up and edit.
Throw it
Goes
back.
to the side again.
That's not how push up. You go push up and tell me how much back you're throwing.
You can throw it back with
Go me.
You really want a twerking stream?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
He's doing a trick.
8. There you go.
Out.
Did you throw it back, Bob?
Why would I?
Yeah,
Why
how
not?
many followers for a twerking stream?
1 million.
You heard it here first. This will never come back to haunt them.
This will never come back to haunt me. That is not happening. Ever.
Yup.
Let it.
Oh no. That's a bad idea, Trix. It's also very funny.
Chillin' throwing it back.
No. Not that one.
Chillin'.
If we get 1 million followers, I will commission.
I might try it wrong.
I will commission that myself if we get 1 million followers. Wagging tail, fair.
Yeah. Wagging tail,
I mean-
wagging.
I've told you one thing. I've told you before. The tail only goes off for the right person.
Belgorod!
It's that simple.
I don't get it.
No, that's fine.
You're joking me. You know what? Yeah, okay. Don't. It's good you don't get it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't.
That's blood.
Oh, I don't get it!
I don't
I don't get it!
He doesn't get it.
Oh, Chief can't hide this swine with his wagging tail. I
This
don't
man-
get it.
Unstable, stable job.
That was so perfect.
Okay. The other thing is a handprint. Is it this?
No, I think for
believe-
I think you. Oh, did we even get it?
This
No,
is
we didn't.
familiar. The cactus stuff. Perfect gumshoe moment indeed.
Or
maybe-
Luminol.
Oh yeah, we could try the luminol maybe.
I just bought some of that stuff. Now I can go around detecting blood traces too.
That does
Why
not.
did you? Why did you have to buy it? Aren't you a detective?
Don't worry
Wow,
about
is
it.
that a new type? I've never seen that bottle before. Add 3 inches to your base. Gosh, you're pretty
Ooh.
tall. Why do you need to...
Ooh.
No, not that high, Ian.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
come on, leave him alone. Shoot.
I don't think he needs the help in that department either.
Oh please.
Oh,
There's no canon. Yeah, he's fine.
He's hung for sure. There's no doubt about it. He
That's
doesn't
just
know how
fact.
to use it, but he is.
He probably
Base
doesn't
height.
know.
Hey, let me see that.
I can help him.
Looming
Shut up.
tall. New and improved growth formula.
What did you tell me?
To stop wagging your tail.
I am now wagging. Shut up.
You mean this can't detect any blood traces?
Well, it's not quite the same thing as Luminol.
He wants to grow that cactus.
No,
Uh,
it was not
Wasn't it a miniature cactus?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And he talks to it too, as far as we can tell.
I mean, I already was gonna make dick jokes then, but guess we got them all out here.
This
This-
line.
Disconnecting from chat. Is my
What
internet?
happened?
No, I'm fine. Okay. I thought I was.
Yeah,
I thought OBS was dying again. It was not.
So that's why the lady at the counter had that smirk on her face.
Well,
the
Wait,
Whatever
freaking
that
best.
means.
Detective Gumshoe, I'd like to have a look at this.
I know what that is. You want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, detective.
Right, go down. Sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
Gumshoe, honey. It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh.
Oh, come on. This isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about the cloth you found in the safe.
Oh, hee. I do that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Jeez, where's your sense of humor?
Where's your intelligence? Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. Like
What
I'll
are
blow...
you? My mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Alright, time to get that,
Blow into your microphone for me, Doug. I
No.
hear it.
No, and I don't think the rest of the stream needs to
I don't
hear.
think stream needs to hear
If
that.
I had to blow into my microphone, god damn it, you only need to blow into your microphone.
You did not blow into other people's ears, just mine.
Yes.
I mean, I am
The
so...
act
Hello,
of having to
what?
blow into a microphone that pissed me off.
This is not Gantz. Is it Lanus? The planned evidence? No. Not Gumshoes either. No,
Wait a minute, go back. Yeah,
It's this one. right?
yeah, that's bad.
That's Emma's fingerprint.
That is bad. Why does he have that in the safe?
That is a good question.
Gant, Grandpa.
How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough
Why
for
wouldn't you tell
for
her?
match.
Why wouldn't you tell her? Zero sense.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Hey, you. Over here.
Oh,
What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe?
oh, he's.
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Piece of code folded and added to the court record. That won't destroy evidence.
Oh,
at
he
all.
teleported.
Damn, he's good.
Wow, look at the size of Chief Kent's desk. I was
Speaking
about
of
to read that wrong. Sorry. My brain.
Speaking of that, when we were here earlier,
You two.
you can't. Put that paper he was reading his desk.
Yes, get the point of reading the goddamn placebooks.
I wonder what he was reading.
It's fine.
This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of evidence.
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey, look at the case name.
It's a 9 incident. I don't know what this is doing here.
This fucker.
Hold on, detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder what.
No, about the evidence lists. Normally they'll be twice as long.
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-sized list of evidence.
The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. He didn't give the other half to fucking Edgeworth, so he keeps taking the fucking fall. What a piece of shit.
That might be
Anyway.
the case, yeah. I think he's just holding it back. Holding back the evidence instead of...
That is true.
I think he just didn't enter most of it. What would the
I like, yeah.
other half of the list be doing? And never mind, this is the other half.
I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case.
Would appear so. Evidence list edit. It was ripped in half, so part is all I got. Oh, it was straight up ripped in half. And Edgeworth didn't notice that his copy was ripped in half. Sure, we'll go with that.
You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. Whoa. If you were to drop that suit of armor there. Oh.
At first, the chief wanted to use stained glass.
Oh, the fuck on.
Really? Why didn't he?
They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view.
Oh.
Stained glass or not, it's a huge window. Anything new to say about it? No.
Look at the size of Chief.
It's just recap.
Look at the size of Chief Kent's.
D4 letters.
Beard.
Oh,
Bitch.
wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here.
What is it? Did you find something?
I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Why? Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, it's nothing.
I mean, it is not none of my business, but why are you starting now?
Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright?
I better not forget about this picture. We
So,
just
guess
suddenly
the other
stopped
half-
trusting him at all.
Is that why he ripped it in half?
Maybe?
The chief's organ sure is sight to behold.
Oh, I'm sure it is, Gotcha.
Innuendos. Holy shit.
Okay, so maybe I hear him playing it from the criminal affairs department.
I mean, you know, it can get a little loud when you're playing the organ. That's on the second floor, and this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
What the fuck?
When the detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office. And makes them listen to the organ for hours.
Huh?
Damn, he sure likes showing off his organ. He should be in jail for that.
What's so bad about that? Music suits the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in their ears.
That's just fucked up.
That's an instrument of punishment. Literally.
But aren't the chief's ears affected? Good point.
Never listens to anyone anyway. Okay,
Fair enough.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a size point.
I'll allow it.
That's funny.
That's okay. Yep.
I'm guessing. This was taken on that day 2 years ago.
The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma.
After receiving his award of him, the marshal took a picture here. Then went along with Chief Gant to question Dog. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Gee, you think?
Can you show me the picture again?
Sure.
Nothing, I guess.
Fair enough.
Gant has chesticles, Jesus Christ.
Actually, can you show me the armor, suit of armor
When
in the room?
Yeah, it's open on the other side. This was Lana's desk. Sure is tidy.
Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner.
She hasn't been here in 2 years. Not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean.
Oh.
Does Lana ever come back here?
No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends are made of.
You're telling me they used this office even back then? Damn. Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime?
I would hope neither, honestly, at this point.
There you go, there's the armor.
Yeah, nothing.
Fair enough. These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf.
Hey! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park. Oh.
Oh, well.
Look at the giant window. If you want to crash through it and jump outside.
Go ahead.
Relatable.
Gotcha.
Relatable.
Thoughts are coming through.
This is 15th floor.
I know, I was just saying.
I was just saying that sometimes you get the desire to jump out through the window like that and just can't stop yourself. If you have to go, Gumshoe, I understand. Hey, what?
Ever since making detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that. He just wants to run through a window in general.
Yeah. Notice that Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams.
So long as he doesn't go crashing through the window. When he gets fired.
Don't say that.
It appears to be everything in the room, right? Need to
break
talk to
out the
Gumshoe?
good old bloodstains.
That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's?
Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now?
Sir, this is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
It's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see.
So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant, and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. This is a Gumshoe.
I know, sorry.
That's fine.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You came here to look around, right? It's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be. No.
Just say it.
No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy.
Huh? What is it?
When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You just let it go with that.
Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, Okay, so what's bothering you?
You don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
He's definitely a suspect. He's also almost definitely the murderer. Chief can't, so this finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet.
Just a goal.
There you go, ignoring me again. Also, I'm ignoring Ian. Well, was I any help?
Ow.
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
It's been way too much gumshoe in a row, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, now you get another one instead.
Oh boy. Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the code?
Yeah.
Chief Gant. We
We
didn't
didn't-
think you'd be back so soon. Oh, sorry.
We didn't think you would be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in science. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out the window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
a stupid-ass dog. Just then I thought of a certain detective.
I mean, okay, fair then. Yeah.
Because it's a dog or because it ran into a pole?
Well, he would be thinking of me if it was just a dog. It's because it ran into a dog.
Do you mean me, sir? No, then. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Is it the safe back there still fucking open? Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir. Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out.
That's a new one.
Yes, sir.
We'll be on our way too then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
Sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You, with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright? What the fuck?
Don't leave her. What are you doing?
Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
I thought you said you didn't care about it anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this... I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant has been hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. Why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
I legit read it as smooch things over the first time.
Sure.
My brain is in
Allow
a
it.
good place. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, but she'll be busy for the rest of the day. February 24th, the center said, is it this way? I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. There's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing anything I can to defend you. This is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really, I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who is lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous.
No, Julius.
Jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you to do otherwise. Pig-headed is the term used, I believe. Now she Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it. There was no incriminating evidence. That's when you hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So, you think I'm protecting Miss Spencer? Protecting? No, I think you're afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright. Whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposed to be so frightened of? What is this person's name?
Blue Badger. Blue Badger.
Blue Badger is unfortunately not an option.
Officer Meekins.
Officer Megan. Well, Miss Guy? Mr. Wright, you're addressing the Chief Prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he's respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other. Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case.
I almost had 4 boxes of evidence.
I just found this in a safe in Chief's office. Yeah, we're almost on the 4th page. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. You know what these are? A piece of evidence from SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. Is that you surprised? I cannot disobey the Chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate. In the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, it's more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order on the day. That is, Chief Gant.
I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. Find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car.
Just as I suspected. No, but despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that the murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? I mean Edgeworth's knife. No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave a knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with the other knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes, it seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then he saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Starr. Huh.
And no one investigated the body, like, noticed he was stabbed twice?
Apparently not. Why did you hide Dark's knife so badly? It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want to it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that, by whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in your Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister. Tell her what happened, and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma. Didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling. The truth is, I never received those orders from Chief Gant. The first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. To Marshall? What on earth would you call him? Why not what you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to become hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke with him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean, not wanting the case to die? He decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He already stolen the ID card. It seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts must have disappeared. The phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But, Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and as an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this further in court anymore. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. To be continued.
Jesus. That was a bit heavy.
Oh yeah.
And for the part where we talked about Edgeworth's exhaust pipe.
Dear God.
And Gumshoe's cactus.
Not too close.
Alright. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. to take
Fetch
it.
more water.
Fair enough.
Oh god, I don't think we're finishing up this on the stream. This trial is very long, if I recall. At least I'm pretty sure.
Hello?
Hello?
It's you.
Mm-hmm. I don't think, yeah, I was saying earlier, I don't think we're finishing this trial today.
Was anyone seriously expecting that?
Maybe. I mean, Bug was hoping to on Tuesday.
That's definitely, yeah, but even I said that's not happening.
I don't think it's happening now. Yeah. It is way too long.
Hello, everyone. Has Ian done a good job of entertaining you?
Not exactly.
I came back and then we bitch and moan about how long this case is.
I was talking a tiny bit while you both were gone, but not much. I was saying that we're almost definitely not finishing this today.
Yeah, it seems unlikely that we will finish it. Gonna be
The
quite
trial
honest.
is long.
Oh,
Please, just no more gumshoe.
February 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant's Lobby number 2. We're gonna see Gumshoe as the first person here. This is the defendant's lobby, alright. But there's no defendant. I'm trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if something's been happening between the scenes. Oh, no, that was a wrong person. Edgeworth.
Knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 7 ID number is, that is.
Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out.
You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday was because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True. Not yet.
In any event, once all that has been removed from the list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes right, and Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty.
But she didn't do it.
I figured you'd say as much, that's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
It's the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll never know the truth is to draw it out of her.
The truth?
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
Don't be stupid, today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. It's due in court, right?
Can't they just kiss already? I say that every time they're on screen, but you know.
Can't they just fuck off?
That would work too, yeah. Sure. Why not? If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. February 25th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Normally, this is when the prosecutor puts forth his opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal. The weird thing about doing his voice, for some reason I cross my left arm across my chest to press in a bit, to go a little deeper on him. I don't think I need to, actually, but I just do it out of habit. Is that how I would sing a deeper voice as well?
I do Edgeworth's resting bitch face when I'm doing his voice.
I thought you all just always did that. Chief Gant.
I went to take my passport picture recently, and it literally just looks like a mugshot. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Archie. Get back to the pool yet?
No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. You're telling me you can't swim. You would be drowning in the pool.
Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours?
And the music drops.
Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
She wants to do what?
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
This fucker. What's this all about, defendant?
I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No, Lana. There's a finger crossed behind her back. You can't.
She's holding something in her
Also
lap.
pointing out, Emma is MIA.
Yeah. The
And
defendant's
that
claim.
scene with Kent.
The defendant's claim does not change the defense plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
Oh my god.
But Lana, Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney.
Can you do that?
The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me. I don't think you can do that mid-trial, but you can do that pre-trial. But it has sufficiently proved its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I do think you can tell the court that you no longer trust your attorney. But I think that requires extending the trial, but I don't know. I'd like to render your verdict now, if you please. Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. The request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright might feel otherwise. This can't be happening. It appears the time for a verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Objection! Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Gabby
yeah,
Butts.
there. It's Butts. Oh.
One moment, Your Honor. She can't deny the prosecution.
Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut, hmm?
Wow.
Why don't you get down on all four legs and wolf for me in the meantime?
Oh my god.
Edgeworth's persona would be a wolf.
You are not wrong.
I don't think I care for you at all, Chief Gant.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. But the sudden confession from the defendant. It's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal, hmm? Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
What an ass. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh, to whom?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Sky.
Oh, well.
I request the court hears her testimony.
Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue.
I don't care what you think, Miss Sky. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request.
Fuck you, Gant.
That's okay with you, right, Chief Brandt?
Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
It's a threat right here in fucking court, hello?
Yeah.
He said all that in court. the fucking courtroom.
Hello? Miss Emma Sky, please take the stand. Get this fucker out of here.
Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Not usually how that
Yeah.
goes, but sure.
Nay.
Nay.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma Sky. My occupation, I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator.
You're a student, say that.
2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though.
Not too bad.
I'm sorry. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Yes, it most certainly is.
Well, okay then. It's okay,
Okay,
then,
you ask it from the player level, you're like, alright, see some proof, your court points though.
I think maybe Edgeworth is not the one getting down on all fours and barking. Maybe that's the judge.
I think it's the judge.
Yeah.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Definitely the judge. I agree, Lunaris.
Let's get one karma back in here.
No.
True.
This time with a whip though.
Ooh.
My god. I was visiting my sister. Oh, I don't know why I gave him that close. I was visiting my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me. I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay. See what we got. Man came running in. Who was this man? A man?
Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of the ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
Neil Marshall? Yeah, where did he come from? What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day, there were 2 people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Almost forgot about Gant.
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
I assume that would also be why he was first to run after Dark.
When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in?
I don't clearly remember what happened then. But
Yeah. Can you tell us about that?
as the Marshal jumped on Dark, just then the lights went out.
The lights?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby.
Or the electricity went out. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
But detective,
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. You spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago?
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw. Yes, but at the time, the word just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
That's the picture. There we go. Picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? This picture you witnessed drew. I believe it has a very important meaning.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, I would mind. Apparently. Okay. Do you have anything more to say on that? You drew a picture of a senior witness, right?
Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died, yet I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken. But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it.
This picture that Emma drew. That reminds me. I guess I should check evidence once again.
Well, anyway, let's continue. The scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us? The man...
Well,
It was not lost. It was fucking taken.
yeah. Was it on the backside of this? Or was it on the backside of the... of this... Of,
Backside of the evidence list.
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
there we go. Mr. Ashworth. This little girl had put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet, you would deny it, insist on denying its existence?
There was heart and soul put into this drawing.
Hey, I'm not a bad guy. What I'm saying is that as a prosecutor for the case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
This court, like, this case is so weird right now, because it doesn't feel like you're really cross-examining Emma, it feels like you are propping up her statements and making her seem more believable, rather than tearing her down like usual.
Yep.
That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Hold! This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over. Turn it... Ah! What is this?
Yes, what is that? Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew.
Why did we hide this from Emma again? Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here. I mean, I suppose?
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
No. Both people should have, both the prosecutor and the defendant should have access to the full evidence list. I don't see any reason why not. Nothing to bring two men closer than convicting someone. Got a point, Donaris. Got a real good point. Maybe we should convict Emma. Not Lana, just Emma. We should convict Emma. I don't know why, what she's done, but we should do
Convict them all.
that. Convict all of them. Convict Gumshoe as well.
No, not him.
Convict Meekins.
Yeah, you can convict him.
Huh? These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Ashworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here, where they're torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Ashworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half the evidence in that case will ever reached you.
What? What?
Order? Order! But Miss Skye, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Good question. Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor. That's odd.
That is strange. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means...
Where's the
Your
rest of
Honor.
the drawing?
What is... Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head.
Okay.
If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list, and he just never noticed.
But, like, how?
Yes, this is quite conceivable. Mr. Edgeworth.
It's possible. Let's see.
No, it's better. No.
There's no way.
No.
There's something wrong. Do you even have to ask?
Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn in the back of my list.
Whoa.
It's that thing.
It's back! No! I thought we were free.
This music get it out of my
I think
ear.
I now understand why he didn't notice it. He did notice it. He just
It got blocked out of his
yeah,
fucking
he
mind.
just blocked it out of his memory. I would too. That's that thing. That's that thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
I guess he was out of scrap paper. Evidence was restored and properly incorporated. Very well. Witness, will you please testify about the picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. The stuff of nightmares for the whole task force. Yeah, and for us.
This
Most
is a
of all.
picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were shadows. After that I must have fainted. The picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. Okay.
To think of a flash of lightning. To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind. Thanks to that thought, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. I don't see any contradictions here. It clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Emma's picture.
So at the time you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue.
No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and then I was knocked to the floor. Or knocked to the floor?
You were knocked to the floor?
Clark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
Oh, Emma, I'm just glad she wasn't hurt.
What happened after the lightning flashed?
So that I might have fainted. You saw a second. Read on that. Sorry for asking so many times. Are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course, this is the exact scene.
Wasn't influenced in any way by your talks with the detective?
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
That is not that far out. That happens a lot with witnesses in the real world. Memory is notoriously a very, very fickle thing. You can be convinced you remember things that didn't happen very easily. No, of course not. I better watch out, or he might find some way to cut my salary.
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives. But I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture? Huh? Oh, well... That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. Oh, okay.
Like, where's the other, like, who drew the other half?
I wonder if that's actually relevant to the case at all. Or if it's just a gag. Did you draw this picture right after the incident?
I think I drew 2 or 3 days later.
That is important.
At first I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything. During that time the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lena Sky.
2 or 3 days later. The memory should still have been fresh in her mind. No, it should not. Those fade after a couple hours. Sometimes even faster. This is just... We are just blowing smoke out our eyes. But that's not the same. We are just lying. They are blowing smoke up our ass. That's how it goes. Yeah.
Nice.
Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black? The shadows. I've got another thing. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place?
No, I'm sorry. The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. You realize you really need to torture this girl any further.
What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here.
Anyway, this picture. I think you have to...
I have to present or something.
I think it's on the last one. Now that you have the full evidence thing. Oh wait, can you look at the... Can you examine that full thing now actually first? And see what the full picture is?
Maybe.
I'm trying to turn... It's not the fucking badger, because it's sideways. What is that?
Good question.
And with the things on the top as well.
Yeah, something's not adding up here.
Like, it's just half of what she drew. Why is she not saying the rest of it?
Do we present this?
Oh. Nope. There goes the chord points.
Ow!
It looks like a Mega Man explosion, like with the visual effect.
Just the save here to be in the save case. Safe side.
Maybe it's the statement before?
Yeah, I thought that was probably one of the earlier ones. So that was a faint. This one, I think. No.
All I could see were shadows. How did you see that whatever that is on the top though? That ain't.
Thank you for the head patch strings, and thank you for the not crap. I do not like the implication of that combination, but we will. Sure, it has to do with this, right?
Yeah, it has to be that thing. Because it literally just got updated.
We don't have anything else about that night outside of this. But we don't have any context of what this is.
Yeah, I think it's still this, because we didn't present the full evidence list. I just don't know where.
Not here. I think it's something else I have to go for. Hit that's it right. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, we're just gonna try to keep presenting, I guess.
Oh my god.
I don't think it's this.
I think I know what it is. I hate myself.
I mean, I know what it is, but that's because I remember it, so...
Is it at the fucking end where she's like, I drew exactly what I saw, you have to present the blue badger because of the fucking head?
That might be it, actually. That's dumb if that's the case. But let's try.
Okay, no.
It is
I was gonna say, please no. I don't like that that thing's still there, though.
I mean, I think it's... I'm pretty sure it's this one. Shows exactly what I saw in that instant. There must be something up with that. But I don't know if we have any evidence to disprove that. This is the issue. There's so many
Oh, it's
up.
stabbed in the back.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Isn't that- Oh, can you check? I was gonna say, can we check, but we can check later.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture of the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction.
What?
Okay, so yeah, this was not the case being stupid, this was me being stupid.
We just didn't read, I guess.
Yeah.
But I still remember it just like it was yesterday. I mean, I believe her, but I don't think I think something must have happened.
Something changed while she was out, yeah. Mr. Wright,
Um,
perhaps it would be faster if we simply pointed out this contradiction for us.
He just did!
What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? I mean, this, I think.
No, I think it's the guy on the floor.
The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife Amanda's holding. Look closely, you can see its tip is broken.
Ah,
Can't see
bitch,
that from
how?
the picture.
Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright.
But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
Yeah, it has to be the guy on the floor then. Because the contradiction is obviously that he gets stabbed in the front here, not in the back. If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
It was a conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm really laying it out thick here. I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma. Or maybe
What's
not.
going on? And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
It's stupid. It's stupid.
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. Okay, so it was right to click the knife anyway.
Okay, yeah, I guess it was right. Never mind.
If the victim was only stabbed once, the murder weapon should not yet be broken. Oh, okay, fair. This is also true.
Yeah, but that picture doesn't show a broken knife, it shows a fucking Tic Tac bar.
Perhaps
You
the
getting
knife was broken.
getting stabbed with a Snickers bar.
Please. You're making me want to kick it now. Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. Yeah, we literally just said this. It was broken beforehand. It couldn't possibly wind up there. That's right. But what does this mean?
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body.
I like that we're just cutting off the judge now.
The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
I mean, what is the judge gonna say?
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly.
But there is no other way to explain this inconsistency. Oh yeah, there is, and you're not gonna like it.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There's another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence.
You're treading on thin ice, right?
All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. Can't deny the possibility.
No. Oh!
Order! Are you saying that the investigation was corrupted? Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Martian questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story there's a lie.
I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife.
So the chances of being two broken knives. Another broken knife beside Joe Dark's. Could there have been one? No, there isn't another one.
But why would you? I
But
don't think she's
the
supposed to
other option
blind
doesn't
it.
make sense either. But Emma's mistaken. I guess I meant to say there's another one. It just doesn't make any sense.
Because we don't have another knife in our possession that's broken or anything that
Yeah.
looks the sort, I think.
Remember it.
There's a screwdriver.
Oh.
There's a different case though.
But yeah, but look at the tip of it though.
It's fine.
No, yeah, it's not broken, but it looks the same as if like when it looks like the broken knife.
I guess
Well,
I can
it's
kind of see
similar.
that, yeah.
It's a stretch, but I don't know what else.
Let's try Emma's mistake.
Like, why the screwdriver through edgework? It seems random.
Broken knives don't just grow on trees. There's no way there was another one. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I believe the witness must be mistaken.
I knew it. You really don't believe me.
Well,
The flash of lightning burned an unforgettable image in her mind. Conrad has been torturing her ever since. There's no way Emma could be mistaken. The witness is adamant about the accuracy of what she saw. It can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
So right.
But I didn't lose any court points on that, at least. In that
that's
instant,
pointless choice.
yeah, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume, then, that you have some information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's a real murder weapon.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking god.
It's the fucking king of prosecutors thing, isn't it?
It's broken.
It is broken, and it Gant took away the thing.
The rest of the halberd. Anything, if anything's broken here, it's you.
Huh? I'm sure this must all be very amusing to you, Mr. Wright. But may I remind you that the fate of Miss Lana Sky
Oh.
hangs over them. Sorry, Your Honor. Please give me another chance. Oh, apparently it's not this.
It's not. What the fuck? It's not Edgeworth's knife. It's not.
It's not this either. Doesn't make any sense.
Nate. The picture.
I mean, this is a broken knife. Am I supposed to fucking
The
show the picture
statue.
instead?
The statue, but it's not broken though.
No, it's not broken, but the knife in this is broken. So
Yeah, the knife is
I
already
think I have to.
broken.
It's just dumb, and I have to show the photo and not the fucking.
I think you have to.
The answer lies in the past, 2 years in the past, right here inside this picture.
This is a picture of the awards ceremony. Ah,
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
it's the broken murder weapon.
Notice the award Prosecutor Marshall is holding.
That's a broken knife. The reason we had to present the picture, I get it, is because the halberd isn't even on our possession.
Yes, that's true, but
Yeah, both should work.
they should still work.
It should have worked. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from Richard Ward. Order, order, order. Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given a broken shield and a knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out his knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
Wait, so he pulled out the... But that can't be.
Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
Because if the King of Prosecutors award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean... The man raising a knife would have to be Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Why does it mean that?
Because he had he had it
He
from
had
the
the knife in
trophy.
his possession.
But there's clearly been a struggle, so don't mean anything.
That is true enough, but I think the logic here is fairly solid. That there's reason to believe that it would be him holding it.
Yeah,
and
the
not
only
the-
thing we know so far is that Emma was knocked away. Because she was being held hostage.
Oh. What the prosecutor was the one who actually died. That's true. What's going on here?
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Hold it.
Wait, I remember now. I remember everything.
Oh, that's convenient. Witness?
Mr. Edgeworth. What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please?
This list. The one with the picture scribbled on the back.
What the fuck is this? I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it. What?
You
I have
drew
a
that.
feeling. That's right. The list wasn't torn in half.
Oh my god, it's back. Please fuck off.
Picture. Get this music out. This is not the Blue Badger. I refuse to believe
I
it.
know.
It doesn't make sense that it's loading. All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me. I wonder why.
Oh, please, thank you. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness testimony. Would you please tell us what you recalled, Miss Sky?
Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the Blue Badger. It should be interesting.
When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw Blue Badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. I don't think that's possible. He wasn't built even.
Yeah, I think that's rationalizing afterwards, after the fact. But someone who looked like the Blue Badger. Or whose shadow looked like
someone or something. What the fuck?
This is certainly a most unusual.
Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. Yeah, okay, thank you.
That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Well, defense may now begin his cross-examination.
Oh.
Please, don't pursue this any further. Lana, what is the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Silence. The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter.
Whatever Emma is saying, Lana's not liking it.
Yeah. Okay, let's press on the Blue Badge, I think.
What is this? Like...
Are you sure about this?
Of course, see? I even drew a picture of him here. But... it was the chief of detectives who fought up this hideous beast. And that was just this year. The Blue Badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable. I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd see him before somewhere. Now I finally remember.
Oh, brother. Just when you thought that this thing had caused enough commotion. Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing?
He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. He wasn't in the room.
His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face? With a winning smile and all?
That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns. This is pointless. Nothing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken.
That may well be. But what's important is that what caused her to think she saw what she did.
Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. And so by all means, just please tell us what this shadow really is.
What was it that Emma saw when the lightning flashed? Who is it? Who is this Blue Badger really? The Blue Badger hadn't even been dropped up when Emma drew this picture. Yet she clearly saw a shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is in the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the Blue Badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room.
Mr. Wright.
In this room. Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious Blue Badger lookalike. Let's present the actual Blue Badger.
Guys, it's the Blue Badger.
Oh my fucking lord.
Oh, is it this thing?
Does it have 3 horns?
Hmm.
It does, quote unquote, but one is broken. Oh yeah, no, look at the shape of it. It is...
But you have to have seen it from a certain angle then, right?
Yeah...
But why would this be sitting in this room right now?
I mean, 2 years ago, the vase was in the room, at the very least.
Yeah. It's the only thing that makes sense though, right?
Yeah, we did literally nothing close to that other than the fucking stupid vase.
It's her cell phone.
This mysterious Blue Badger was in fact this. What exactly is that? I believe some sort of jar.
But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the Blue Badger.
Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint? Or viewpoint? But to show them the correct angle to look at this form.
Good fucking luck.
Is it this?
I'm trying to look at the top.
I think it's meant to be the bottom part, then peeking at the top. Like the long part. So you'd be kinda angling it from the... No,
Oh,
from
you
that
mean...
side.
No, because I think there's a ball at every end.
Yeah, from that side. And then lift it up so you can see the bottom end from the... No.
Or like this, maybe?
No.
Oh, you mean
the
like
other
the-
way around.
Huh?
You had it you had it before.
Like this, you mean?
No.
Huh?
Like, because you want the 3 tips at the top, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So this side, but just rotate it.
Oh, this is right. I accidentally pressed E.
Allow me to remind the defense its case the hinges are... Okay.
I'm just gonna... Oh my god,
So
You
those
say-
two, cause I don't know the English words to describe these things, man. Like those handle things at the
Yeah,
top. So rotate it.
Oh, you mean so these two are the top and then...
Yeah, like that.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
I
Nope,
think you have to be precise though, cause this game fucking sucks.
at least it doesn't take my core points away from this one.
At least they were lenient on that part, because... Oh wait, yeah, I see it now. Especially if you turn it a little more.
Like this, you think?
Yeah,
Oh,
that looks real fucking close.
oh, well, there we go. Well, is this a miracle or what? No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the Blue Badger.
Stop showing me this damn thing. It's
I can.
No, it can't be.
Order. The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious Blue Badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point?
Fair enough. What do you mean?
So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything.
It changes from where she saw shit.
Probably, yeah.
Indeed. Very well then, please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw the jar? The location, the murder weapon, the murder.
The location, probably?
Yeah, like I don't think she was where she thinks she
Oh, I
was.
accidentally clicked that. I just meant to... Allow me to take these in turn. Oh, I have to do all of them? Okay. Why would they design a mascot that reveals a past case? They didn't. Gumshoe is just an idiot. I don't think there's actually any like connection between the two, unless Gant is like a mega genius or mega stupid. I think it's just on part of this game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a coinky ding.
The moment of the murder, the witness saw the jar. A lucky idiot. Yeah, exactly.
At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright.
Yes. Well, knowing this, where could you have seen this jar? Well, the location of the jar is shown on a picture taken the day of the crime. It's on a shelf at the office of Damon Gant.
But the body was found lying near Lena Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself.
Right now we are outside of the evidence we actually have. Yes, and it's these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, Chief Gant's office.
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lena Sky's office?
Sure, that makes sense. Yes.
Why would he do that? There's no reason.
Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through this trouble. The only logical conclusion is there was a reason.
Okay, Fiona.
What did we just spend the last 3 lines saying? Do you know what reason? What? Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright? Reason? I'm going into my mind palace. Finally figured it out. But this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding the knife. The next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into a wall. So Emma accidentally killed him? Ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds more like accident/self-defense type of situation, though.
Yeah. If I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If a man was knocked in the direction of a shelf with a jar sitting on, what would he have hit?
Oh, Emma, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
A suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous-looking sword. Yes. And since the man was knocked into the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, so all of this has been a cover-up to protect Emma. Essentially, he would have to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy.
No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking.
Yes. There's another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility? Of course, the perpetrator would have no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall,
That'll be goofy as hell.
Good animation.
oh no. You mean Mr. Marshall died because of Me? I'm not doing that.
No.
No.
What?
Did she faint?
Yep.
I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
So, it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented.
But they...
What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered the prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? You dared try to pin the crime on her?
Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago? The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe in your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence or proof my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? We need evidence? No way!
What is evidence?
I believe I'm willing to bet that you don't. Yes, this certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on her testimony.
I'm afraid that I won't work in this case. Both parties involved in this incident are dead. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. There's gonna have to be a wild goose chase, all the way from the beginning. I read that line completely wrong, but it worked.
Touché, this guy. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility.
You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took her life, his life.
Oh.
In one manner or another.
That's impossible. Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? But to think back to the court record, the real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind. I mean, it's supposed to be in the evidence, so this message from the deceased, it's already in our possession.
Not.
God fucking damn it. Crap.
I will corrupt every headbutt.
Thank you for the headpacks tricks.
Oh god.
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? Win? Well, fair enough.
Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek. The truth. No matter how painful it may be.
No, Mr. Wright, please, show us a piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. I mean, it has to be on the urn, right? With whatever the fuck.
And
Like,
the-
that is...
Why is it only specks though? Did they try to wipe it away?
Maybe.
It's because it was probably broken and so pieces were kinda cleaned weirdly.
Or it's this piece of cloth, but I don't know. Oh, this message left for the deceased. This is that blue badger from before, right? Oh, this is going to speak the last name.
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
Please stop showing the blue badger. Looks like everyone's
Are you
forgotten
guys
this
hate
badger.
the blue patch?
The message was left here, on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on the jar.
Looks like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Yes, there's a line here, drawn in blood.
So what you're saying is these dots were once lines.
Connect the
Prosecutor.
dots, Lamma.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used a few precious moments left to leave a message behind.
One that someone apparently wiped away. The blood must have been seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions.
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points.
Or use the lumino, whatever.
Yeah. And the next message will become apparent. We are gonna play Connect the Dots in court. No.
Actual
Mr.
kindergarten.
Mr. Brett. What kind of message did the victim leave behind for us? Your Honor, I believe the bloodstains will reveal the answer. But to connect these dots to make letters, only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. His murderer's name. Oh my fucking god. Well... Oh my fuck. I'm literally playing Correct the Dots, please. Thank you for the follow, Luna. That was a very timely off. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to the stream. We are currently playing Connect the Dots, apparently. Do I have to connect?
Just wait till we get the Simon Says section of the trial.
Can't wait till we do finger painting as well.
This is kind of fingerprinting.
Kinda is, yeah. Or I'll see you in a court. Well, we can just take this and oh, whoops, not not the entire thing. I just move myself up here. Now I'm in court. That's me. Phoenix Wright.
Oh my god.
Chilling at law.
That does not work.
No, it does not work. I'm going
You
back
need to
down.
put yourself in the defendant's like podium or something. That could work.
Thanks for the headspace, Ian. You, what is a suit? Every voice got? Wow, how very rude of you. No, it's fine. I am a quiet boy in voice cards. Why am I floating? Luna wanted me to be in court, so I moved up and became Phoenix Wright. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
The real place I should probably be is right here as the judge. Judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh my.
Still no, wait for the defendant's spot to appear.
Of all people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. That's our boy.
Good.
Puppy judge. Something like that. Thank you for the
Seaworthy?
Mars.
Can't say I didn't warn you. I try putting it there when it spans to him more properly.
Fair enough.
Oh, your orange chesticles. She can't.
There we go. I am now in the defendant's seat. Make myself a little bigger.
Can you enlarge it?
Yeah. This is me. I am the defendant. I'm not the defendant. I am the witness. Listen to what I have to say. Woof. There we go.
Not the fucking flip.
That's all I had to say. Oh, it's gonna be hell.
I condemn him guilty.
I have been found guilty. Right. There we go.
No.
Did you say the line?
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
No.
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not?
Ugh.
Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death.
I rarely bark for free, but I do bark for the bit. But if you want to make me bark, it's 3,000 points. Right there, make an impression.
You know that's just gonna happen when you say it. Not
Is it
only
though?
that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
Ugh.
I mean, I don't have a husband holding me back from barking. Trix is literally gatekeeping it. They would be barking all the fucking time if it wasn't for Trix. I, on the other hand, I'm fine with it. But I don't do it completely for free. There needs to be some incentive. Sorry. But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable.
I'm afraid that's not important.
What?
Didn't you know? We are defenders of justice.
What?
We're merely keepers of the law.
Fair point.
Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge.
Gant does indeed look very fully. It's the glasses and the hair.
And the suit.
And the suit, yeah.
Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
We may have to call a tear coat.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it in a moment. What's going on in the prosecutor's office? I have a feeling that it ends in a moment here, so they might have sent an innocent man to death. How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? Order, 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 order! I expected this. The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. I expected exactly this to happen now. So we're good. This is gonna be the end point for the stream. I went 15 minutes over just to try to get to a natural ending. So let's save here and figure out who to raid.
To raid.
To raid. Go forth, my minions, and raid. Come on.
My minions.
Yes. What options do we have? Scroll this, win this in. Oh, what is that game? That looks interesting. Okay. We are raiding Gwen then. He is playing a game I have not seen before called En Garde. It looks like a fencing game of some kind.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that seems kind of interesting. Please give her my regards. She is great, and I greatly enjoy her streams as well. She's currently in the process of working on a new theme, PNG and everything, for her channel. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. If you like programming, she's also a good place to go. She frequently programs all bots and other things, games as well. So yeah, please check out. Anyway, thank you, Ian. Thank you, Crab, for coming along with me today. It has been enjoyable as always, even if we did not escape the shadow of the Blue Badger.
Fuck no, Jesus.
Thank you to everyone who came by and watched. Thank you to Luna for the follow. We are getting ever closer to that 75. 2 more and we're there. Next milestone I'm actually going to do anything about will be 100, and that's going to be a while out. So I have no idea what that's going to be. I'll be back again tomorrow early on with Ori and the Will of the Wisps, finishing that game up. So if you want to see that, you come along. I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you around. Goodbye.
Goodbye.